Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, we are already on day 4 of the mini 5-day chakra challenge. That means we only have one more day, which makes me sad. But what makes me really happy is that so many of you have found so much value in this course. The beautiful comments you've left, the messages, the emails, I've been touched and blown away. So I want to just tell you that don't stress if you have found so much value in this and you want to dig in more, because tomorrow, as well as Saturday when we have our celebration and we go over whoever won the contest, one of the 2 prizes, then I'm going to announce how you can continue on and do the master classes. So what I want to invite you to do is I want to invite you to go back and think, out of all these chakras, I know there's been at least a couple that have really stood out to you that really need your attention. Some of them have said, you know what? I'm so grateful that I knew, or I know now, where that was coming from in the past. However, I feel like that chakra's good to go. That is beautiful. That's a true confession and a true beautiful time to celebrate how much hard work you've done. So the ones, though, that are still demanding your attention, there's going to be something special for you guys that I'm going to announce, to where you can break up, where if you want to continue on and do the masterclass, then you can break up and just do one little chakra masterclass at a time, so you don't have to do all 7 if only a couple of them have been standing out to you throughout the course. So we'll dive all into that later. But when you hop on, regardless if it's in person or on the replay, know that how you get registered in this contest, because there's only one more day after today to get registered to win a 90-minute breath work with me that retails at $222. You're also going to be registered to win 7 of the chakra 7 of the chakra master classes. Okay, that is huge. So I know that a bunch of you are super excited about that. So make sure that when you come on, you are interactive, you watch the entire live. Okay, that's one way to go ahead and get registered. The second way was to invite someone with you, to invite someone to come in, and they accepted. And then do you guys remember the third way? Because I forgot. But I'll go back and watch. So anyways, there are several ways to get entered. So I want to make sure that you guys are doing that and really making sure that you have a chance to win. So now what we're going to do is we're going to dive in. So we've already covered the root chakra. You guys learned some amazing activation sounds that I normally only teach my private clients. You learned mantras, yumminess. Then we dove into the solar plexus and the sacral chakra, and it hit home for so many of you. And what has been beautiful is hearing you guys say, wow, all this is making sense. Why weren't we taught this in school? I can't wait to teach this to my kids. Like, the things you are saying and how you are starting to really feel connected within is the whole reason why it was so important to me that this was taught in a massive form like this. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for you guys being so open to receive it. Hi, Takia. Hi, Chandra. So yesterday, your guys' homework assignment, or your soul work for your solar plexus, I just wanted to go over my notes real quick, was for you to take 10 minutes and breathe into your solar plexus and ask yourself, what in my life am I avoiding to take action on? Why am I avoiding this? And if I were to take action on this, what would it do for my life? So I want to make sure, I want to check in and see, how did that assignment hit you? What were your takeaways? What have you guys learned from doing the soul work? What is it teaching you? So I know that's a big question, but feel free to comment. And for those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, I want to invite you to go back and watch the other 3 classes. That's also going to get you registered for the contest that will announce the winner on Saturday. But it's also so you develop a deeper connection to who you are and really understand where you may be overacting and overcompensating in your life, and underacting and undercompensating in your life. That's really what this is about, is awareness. because the more you're aware, the more you feel alive. So while you guys are popping in, what chakra are you guys on? What so far? Have you been here from the jump? Is this your first one? Let's see where we're all at. Okay, so while you guys are typing those in, I'm going to go a little faster because I do have a session at 6:30 that I need to be mindful of. So the heart chakra. What do you guys think that the heart chakra is responsible for? So I don't necessarily have to tell you where the heart chakra is located because I think we all know where our heart is. But what do you think it's responsible for? Most people instantly say love, and when they think of love in a romantic manner. But in America, in the English language, we throw the word love around like, I love pizza, I love chicken wings, I love my hair, I love Lenny Kravitz, right? We throw it around all the time. But what really does love mean? Because that euphoric feeling, it's responsible for so many things. So it's responsible for understanding, for trust, for hope, for openness, compassion, balance, and forgiveness. Now, as we've learned throughout this course, is that if at some point in your life you went all in and you felt these things and they were not reciprocated, you might have closed down in this area. And now you might be in a state where you are avoiding these things because your heart has told you in the past, or has told you that if you trust it, that all hell's going to break loose. Loneliness is going to occur, whatever else, okay? Or if you didn't receive these things, you might be at a point where you look for love in any and everything. It's something that you long for. It's something that's all you think about. So now your chakra system is overcompensating, trying to keep up, okay? So now you might have a few chakras involved trying to keep all this energy up to give your heart what it didn't have and what it's desperately craving. Okay, so this is going to be your fourth chakra. Your fourth chakra in your heart. And I want to make sure, hopefully you guys are commenting and I'm just not seeing them and maybe they'll catch up here. So let me see if I can hop on Living Life with Leah and see if you guys are commenting. Hi, Kim. Girl, you've been on it. I've loved how active you've been. And thank you for your beautiful message you wrote today in the group. Thank you. Okay. So if your heart is imbalanced and it didn't receive those things and it didn't feel those things, then now what may be happening in your life is you may be having heart-related issues, chest pain, constant anxiety attacks, tightness in the chest, slouchy shoulders because there's literally no energy or very little energy coming through, and now your body is working on overload to compensate. So now you're literally slunched over, your posture has changed, everything has changed to try to support that heart. Isn't that crazy? So you'll have heart-related issues, maybe a coldness towards others, very judgmental, despair, feeling unworthy of love, right? Almost impossible to please. Can anybody relate to that? Hi, Rocks! So anyway, once again, just to reiterate, it's going to be at the center of the chest, okay? And the colors associated with the heart, what colors do you think are associated with the heart? Most people always say one color, but it's two. So I would love to hear what colors you think that it is. And while you guys are popping those in on the comments, I would also love to hear the ones that are hopping on. You guys have been here from the jump. I want to hear what have been your takeaways learning about these chakras. We are on day 4 now. So you have already tapped into 3 chakras. You're getting ready to learn about 2 tonight. What have your takeaways been? What have been your big aha moments for you that you did not know before? Okay. Look at Rocks. Whoop, whoop. Green and pink. 100% green and pink. So what is cool about that is green is also associated with several things. Type in the comments when you think of the color green, what do you think of? So when you think of the color green, what do you think of? Same with pink. I'll let you type those in. And so your heart is the center of love and how you receive love, interpret love, and give love back to the world. It's also, if you have an imbalanced heart, one that's underactive, right? You are probably have a lot of suppressed emotions in this area. Anger, fear, hatred, feel unlovable, struggle with abandonment issues, deeply afraid of being left, feel unlovable, right? Emotional instability, and emotional and very easily hurt and offended. If you are at a place where your heart is healthy and balanced, then you are able to communicate very effectively and powerfully. You have a kindness towards others. You're able to see both sides of the spectrum. You're creative with communication. You're very well spoken in your written and oral communication. Okay? The physical part that this is going to affect is your speech, your communication, your thyroid, your throat, and your mouth and your ears. So if you have a hard time, sorry, I did not mean to say that. That's all right. But it is going to affect your throat because it affects your speech. But I meant to say your throat chakra also affects your ears, but we'll dip into that in a minute. So, and you know what? I'm messing up. Let me rewind. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I misread my notes. Okay. But you just learned about your throat. So your heart, I'm so sorry. So your heart, the physical thing with your heart that's going to be, if you are not at a place, let me just start over. If you are not a place where your heart is balanced and your heart is flowing the way that it should, then you are gonna struggle with that suppressed emotion. That's right. Fear, anger, hatred, feeling unlovable, feeling misunderstood, emotional instability, and easily hurt. If you're at a place where it's flowing in harmony, you're going to receive unconditional love. You're going to be able to give it as well. Peace, forgiveness, compassion, acceptance, oneness with life, oneness with self, able to self-express easily and be productive. If you are struggling with having your heart flow the way that it's supposed to be energy-wise, you're going to struggle with blood circulation issues, relationship and personal development issues. You might take all the courses in the world, but it never sinks in and you don't know why, and you're just not able to apply these tools. It's because even though you think your heart is open, your heart is blocked by toxic old energy, okay? You're going to have heart issues, a low immune system, and blood circulation problems. All of that from your heart. So I want to hear more comments of what you associate the color green with. Hi, Elaine. So green equals money. Perfect. So thank you guys for telling me what you have learned and your takeaways have been from this course so far. That really helps me. Rock said, I didn't realize that my first 3 were under and overactive. Isn't that crazy? That's why I want to do these little mini courses so that, no, you're fine. You didn't barely even miss anything, Elaine. So that you guys can see which ones of these are underactive and overactive, and you can see them little sections at a time. Not all of us need to work on all 7. So when you see them in little chunks like this, you can see, oh, these 2 are really calling my attention. Oh, this one's really calling my attention. That way it gives you a more clear insight of where to start, okay? So it is green and pink, and green 100% is associated with money, okay? Money, and love have a lot to do with each other. If you have a lot of anger towards yourself and you're always feeling like why everyone else, and you're living in that place of scarcity, that there's never enough for you, never enough friends, never enough love, never enough this, never enough that, you are not really feeling that deep connection within with you. And when you're not feeling that, you are going to have money issues. People say often, that the more money issues you have, the more heart-related issues and root-related issues you have. They tend to go hand in hand. So you've got money. You also have the color of the earth. The heart chakra is centered all around nature, okay? And I'll call you Elle, I love it. The heart center is all about nature. And one of the easiest ways to improve the heart chakra is to take walks in nature and to really incorporate nature in your indoor environment. Having pieces of driftwood, fresh flowers, eating fruit, doing those things, just bringing nature within, okay? So I'm just going to kind of skim through these to be respectful over time. Like I said, I got to go a little faster tonight. I still can't believe we're on day 4. And make sure you guys are commenting so we get you in for the contest reveal on Saturday. I can't wait to see who wins. Okay, so the stones that you can use if you want to use crystals to help in your meditations or to help in your daily practice when you're setting intentions for this chakra is green and pink stones, okay? Stones centered with the heart. Oh, and pink stones represent love and compassion and empathy, right? So you've got green and pink stones for the heart center, emerald, green tourmaline, malachite, jade, aventurine, rose quartz, moss agate, green calcite, and pink calcite, just to name a few. So the heart center chakra, the heart chakra is the center of compassion. When this chakra is open, you transcend the limits of the ego and identify with other people, plants, animals, and all forms of life. Green is the color of nature, right? And it offers us the balancing vibration of healing our nervous system. Don't you love that? Kim said green/grass. Didn't think of that. Yeah, exactly. Green is radiated everywhere in nature, from plants, grass, and trees to the blossoming of the flowers. Everything is nature. The color green and its corresponding stones do not excite, inflame, or irritate the heart, because what they do is they influence the heart, and they influence it to be an excellent aid in heart healing problems. They also help with poor blood pressure disorders. Green is one of my favorite colors too, Elle, for sure. Pink stones also work on the matters of the heart. The color pink offers the healing of softness, affection, and love. This is wonderful for those who would like to allow more softness in their heart-centered meditation. So use pink tourmaline, or rose quartz, okay? So think of some ways that you could help heal your heart. And one of the first ways that I can think of is treating yourself the way that you want to be treated. If you're in a place where you're looking for love, start loving yourself first by doing the things that you would love in a partner to do for you. If you've always wanted someone to buy you flowers, to do simple things and leave you romantic notes, do things like that, start leaving yourself romantic Post-it notes all over. Stick them on the mirror. Write yourself notes in dry erase marker. Buy yourself a romantic card. Write yourself a poem. Slow dance with yourself. I can't tell you how many nights I've spent alone in my kitchen cooking myself a beautiful dinner, literally by candlelight, drinking out of a wine glass, and dancing with myself. Because all of those things that I want in a partner, if I am showing myself that I'm doing them for myself now, automatically and subconsciously, I start setting the tone for what I will allow and will not accept. And then when someone comes in, they start seeing those things are already important to me because I do them for myself, right? So buy yourself flowers. Make your space feel like love. Take yourself on a date. Be romantic and kind for yourself. Give back to the community. A big one is volunteering for something that you wish you would have had as a child, right? So if as a child you wanted to be in dance, you wanted to have someone cheer you on, whatever it is you could think of, maybe volunteer to host a dance for daughters of single parents, or put on something that you always wanted an event to go to or something like that. Give back and volunteer. Start writing forgiveness letters, okay? Huge one I tell my clients. So when my clients work with me, we do breath work, but our breath work is incorporated without them even knowing most of the time with shadow work and chakra work and Reiki and inner child work. And one of the biggest things you can do with inner child work is writing forgiveness letters to those people who hurt you. They're not meant to necessarily show that person. It's meant to get that voice out that's been holding back for years and put it on paper, okay? Get it out. Reach out to those who are in need. Reach out to someone you've been needing to call. Fill your space with love, okay? And then the mantra that you can say to yourself every single day is, I am loved and I give love everywhere I go. I am love and I give out love everywhere I go, okay? Just start your day with oils on and just start with making yourself feel the love within you. Type in the comments, what are some other ways that you could help with your heart? Because those are some great ones. Oil that you can use that really helps, and it is my favorite oil in the entire world. I actually use shampoo. I just did. That's why my hair is wet. That smells like roses. It is my favorite smell. And that is because rose oil not only holds a higher frequency than any other oil on the planet, okay? Literally no other oil is as high vibration as that one or higher frequency. It is the most powerful healer of the heart. It is just freaking amazing. I could talk about rose oil all the time. It supports an individual in reaching divine love from within. Rose teaches us the essential need, this is coming from Dr. Dream, by the way, essential need for the divine grace and intervention in the healing process. As an individual opens to receive the divine love and all of its manifestations, the heart will naturally soften. Isn't that beautiful? So if one can simply let go and choose to receive divine love, they will be wrapped in warmth, clarity, and compassion. So rose oil helps embody the sense of love. It just has this healing smell in it. So put that on when you're getting ready and you're starting your day. Get rose quartz and put them around your office. Put them around your space. Write affirmations of love, okay? So we're not going to have a lot of time to do our breathing technique tonight, but the sound that you would do for this area, and we're just going to do it really quickly, and then we're going to move on to the throat, is the sound that you're going to do for your heart is the yam. It's Y-A-A-M-M-M, okay? Elle said, acknowledge my emotions when they come up. I love that. I love that because oftentimes, like we talked about yesterday, we are only operating from a state of a couple emotions and we've been operating in them from years. So then what happens is when someone comes around and they get these other emotions to flow within us or to come out within us, we feel so triggered and so pissed or so irritated and we don't know why. It's because they're bringing up a suppressed emotion we've been avoiding for years, okay? Avoidance is the quickest way to not feel alive. It makes you feel as if you want to escape, okay? Escape equals isolation, hiding, regret, depression. All right, so we're just going to do a few of these, and then I want to invite you to do these on your own afterwards. So we're just going to go ahead and do the yam. So place one hand on your heart, okay? We're going to do it together. Let's just do 7 of them. Yam, 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 yam. Last one, long as you can. Yam. Now I want you to try to focus your breathing in your heart chakra. Touch your heart for a moment. If you have a heart chakra that is really needing your attention, you may feel tension and pressure by just simply touching your heart. That's a sure tell sign. So what I want you to do is I want you to focus 7 large breaths into your heart chakra, okay? So I want you to go ahead and breathe in and out, in, out, in, out, in, out. 2 more, in, out, in, out. Your soul work is I want you to really spend some time and ask your heart, what in my life do I need the most right now? What do I need? And just start writing when we get off this call. Your heart will always tell you what you need. Now, if those signs and symptoms really resonated with you, or they have throughout the past few days, and that we've just skimmed through, okay? Now that you've become aware, like I said, I want you to write in the comments which 2 or which 1 chakra has really stood out to you that really is needing your attention. Because I want to invite you to discover and to really dab more into those chakras and know that when we do the master classes, you will learn extensive ways on how to really heal and activate those chakras. You're getting a taste now just so you can become more aware of what's calling your attention now. So now we're going to go ahead and do the throat, and then I'll start talking to you more about the throat. But I want you to place one hand on the throat, okay? And I want you to just breathe in, swallow the breath, and breathe out. Breathe in, swallow, breathe out. Do this on your own 7 times. Now we're going to do the throat chakra activation sound 7 times. And it's HAAMMM. Hum, 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 hum. Louder. Hum, hum. Feel it really vibrate. Hum. Pay attention to the signs that your body tells you, the vibrations you feel in your body. If you don't feel barely any, it may be that area is very closed. If you're feeling a lot, it is that area is definitely needing that energy, okay? So anyway, now I want to teach you a little bit about the throat. Elle said my root chakra needs some more attention for sure. Thank you for sharing that. Hi, Valerie. Okay, so you'll want to go back and watch the replay if you missed it all about the heart. But now we're diving into the throat. So the throat chakra is centered around the color blue. Everybody type blue in the comments for me. Blue, 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 blue. What does the color blue mean to you guys? When you think of the color blue, what do you think of? Go ahead and type those in for me. So the throat chakra's primary function is for communication. If you have a low vibrating chakra in the throat chakra, it's going to often lead to misunderstandings, depression, thyroid problems, voice problems, neck problems, pain in the lower jaw, okay? It's also linked to your sacral chakra. If this one is open and it's flowing the way it's supposed to, you are going to be effective and powerful in communication. You are going to feel kindness in your life. It's going to be easy for you to give it to others. You will very rarely judge others. Acceptance will come very easy for you. Okay. You are going to feel creative in your and you're going to be able to communicate very well in your spoken and your written communication. I love this. So it reminds you of the sky. It's peaceful. It reminds you of the ocean. Peace. Beautiful. So what it impacts physically for you is going to be speech and communication, thyroid, throat and mouth, lungs, and hearing. Isn't that crazy? So let's get into the throat. So your throat is your center of communication. If you struggled in your throat chakra, what do you think you would struggle with in life? If you talking and speaking, what do you think would come up in your life for you over and over and over? Hi, Chastity. Also, has everyone picked their accountability partners? I just want to make sure you've got them and you've been checking in with them as we come to day 4. All right. So this is the center of communication, sound, vibration, self-expression, your ability to listen, your ability to speak, and your ability to write well. If as a child, it was not, children were meant to be seen and not heard, you may have a lot of suppressed words that have been held back for a long time. It may be very hard for you, like Valerie said, to voice your opinion. If as a child, everything was always meant to be quiet, now, or, your parents always wanted silence, now as an adult, sound may really trigger you. If it was not okay for you to express yourself and you didn't agree with things, you didn't want to eat that, you didn't want to wear that, now as an adult, it may be very hard for you to express yourself. If you never felt that you were listened, heard, or seen, now you may feel like this is all you seek, or you push it back and you don't do it at all, okay? So, you don't have an accountability partner, Elle? Well, if you're searching for one, feel free to reach out and see if someone else still wants one. We still have a day left. And then on Saturday, we're going to announce the winner. I'm going to tally everyone who's been commenting and all of that. So no problem, Georgette. It's so great to see you, beautiful. Make sure you go back and watch the rest. Speaking truth. Yes. Okay. So, if it's balanced, you are going to be able to have positive self-expression. You'll be creative. This is why we have a couple chakras here that insinuate to be creative. People always think of being an artist as being creative. You can be creative in the kitchen. You can be creative with your words, with the things you choose to post on Facebook. There's so many things that you can be creative with the way you dress, with the way you do your hair. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be an artist to be creative, but being creative taps you, it gets you out of your head and back into your spirit, back into source energy. So that is a really quick way to balance several chakras at once. If this chakra is balanced, it's very easy for you to be honest, and you're going to attract people around you that are also honest. It's your center to communicate clearly. If it's imbalanced, you're going to feel self-righteous. You're going to talk about yourself all the damn time. The reason I like explaining these is you can start seeing the people around you on what chakras they're operating from. If you have a coworker that's really egotistical with that and they don't even realizing it, it's probably because they experienced these things as a kid and now they are overcompensating for them as an adult, okay? So it may be that you're self-righteous. You talk way too much. You lack creativity. You're constantly indecisive. You hold back. You're inconsistent. You can't keep your word and can't express yourself clearly. Okay? Isn't this cool to be able to really see these things? This is what I'm talking about, why it's so important for you to teach your family these tools, teach your partner these tools. I'm going to eventually do a course for couples because now you can see that if your partner's struggling with these things, it's not necessarily that you're bringing them out of them. It may be suppressed emotions that they just aren't even aware of. So if you can come to a place of compassion that, oh my gosh, this isn't about me, this is really deep, then you start to go, oh, okay, Now that's just inner work they have to do. And it just brings a connection to people and a deeper understanding. Yeah, Rock said, that's so true. I can see that now. Okay, so the stones you can use for the throat chakra is lapis lazuli, blue calcite, kyanite, aquamarine, or angelite, okay? The throat chakra is the place that helps you to communicate, express, and really listen to others when they speak. Isn't that what most people want in their life, is to be heard? I find that people that hold the most anger, it's in their throat chakra because they don't feel heard, and it's in their root because they don't feel supported, okay? So this energy center at your throat is the doorway to your angels and your spirit guides. Most communication is received through sight and hearing, but you can also receive information or messages that are harder to define from your throat. Did you know that? Oh, good, Elle. I'm so glad. Hi, Mom. The blue energy of the fifth chakra is cooling, which can make you feel peaceful, and you guys said that earlier, and relaxed. When you're at ease, it's easier for you to be able to help others heal. I have a lot of background noise. Can you hear me okay? I live in a 100-year-old home. So what just turned on is the heater. So that's why I put these on sometimes. So can you still hear me okay? We're almost done. Yeah, isn't that crazy, Rocks? Okay, so the blue center, okay. So which can make it easier for you to feel peaceful and relaxed. And when you are at ease, it's easier for you to be able to hear others because it's easier to pay attention when you're calm. The sky blue energy will help you to feel comfortable speaking up and saying what you want to say. So ways that you can really help this fifth chakra is to express yourself through being creative, okay? Write to yourself and write for yourself. Write to your inner child. Start writing to her or to him and really get in touch with who they are. And surround yourself with people who will truly listen to you, okay? Good, you can hear me okay? We're almost done. I also want you guys who just popped on to go ahead and write in the comments, what have been your takeaways from this course so far? What chakras have you learned that you need the most attention to? And have you guys put any of these practices to use? Because that just helps me know that the next time I launch this, what to improve and what not to. I know, Georgia, isn't that crazy? All right, so the oil that you're going to use for your throat chakra is going to be the oil of communication, which is lavender. Lavender helps aid verbal expression, and it calms insecurities that are felt when one risks their true thoughts and feelings. Lavender addresses a deep fear of not being seen and not being heard. So when you get up in the morning, you can lather that lavender on your throat chakra and just say to yourself, I feel seen, I feel heard. I feel seen, I feel heard. So it helps unblock all forms of true self-expression. Isn't that awesome? And it helps you be able to go through the motions of outward expressions, which you may have been holding back, including your innermost thoughts and feelings, okay? So lavender encourages emotional honesty and insists that one speaks their innermost thoughts and desires. As individuals learn to communicate their deepest thoughts and feelings, they will become liberated, and they will feel like they are finally free from their self-inflicted prison. So, the more work you do in the throat chakra, the emotions that will be addressed are blocks in your communication, fear of rejection, feeling unseen, feeling constricted, feeling tension, emotional dishonesty, hiding behind one's skin, and fear of self-disclosure. I know, right? Isn't this awesome? So that's what I love to do, is to just teach you things you may not know. So Georgette said, my root. Thank you guys for typing in what you've learned. This really helps me. She said, my root, I need to work on for sure. I have learned a lot of really good informative information. Yay! Okay, so for those of you who popped on later, I want you to go back and watch the replay because we already covered the heart chakra and the throat chakra. We already did the sound activations and we went over what an imbalanced throat chakra and heart chakra is like and what a overbalance would be and a healthy one. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I still can't believe we're almost done. So tomorrow we will dive into the final 2 chakras of the main chakras, which are the third eye and the crown chakra. Okay, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the master classes so that if there are a couple chakras that you have been thinking about, you can choose the master classes a la carte. So you can pick the 2 that have really resonated with you, the 3 or all 7. Okay, and then one of you is going to win all freaking 7. So I can't wait to reveal that. Oh, yay. Elle said, I've been using the breathing exercises. Perfect. And what are they doing for you? Valerie said, I want to go back and re-listen to them all. I need to work on my sacral. Yay. This is making me so happy. And Georgette said, I love my third eye. Perfect. Well, I always say that the spiritual centers are super important, but the emotional centers and the lower centers, they truly are our storehouse for all of our undealt with shit. Okay? So in order to be able to truly feel and hear the word and your intuition and receive your psychic abilities and all the gifts we've all been blessed with, you can't really receive that until you really deal with this, because it will be, all of this will be blocked from all of this. So we got to get in there and clean our pipes. You are so welcome, Elle. Chastity said, I always focus on my root and sacral, but I've realized that I need to work in the solar plexus. Perfect. Hi, Anna Marie. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in, but more importantly, tuning into you and learning how to connect to yourself on a deeper level, a more deeper level, 1 chakra at a time. Continue to do the work. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.